Hi everyone, this is Sarah from Helpful Solutions, and welcome to my in-depth review of Fidelity 500 Index Fund. Make sure to watch until the end of the video to know my final verdict of whether it's worth it. Let's start with a brief overview. The Fidelity 500 Index Fund tracks the S&P's 500 performance. To open an account, visit fidelity.com, tap Open a Brokerage Account, provide the requested details, go to the mutual funds research page, and select the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. The link is in the description. This fund stands out for its low expense ratio and $0 minimum investment amount. The following are what I thought were the main pros and cons. Pros: the Fidelity 500 Index Fund lets you diversify your investment portfolio since it tracks the top 500 US-based companies. The low expense ratio and no minimum deposit make this fund accessible to new investors. You can manage your account online or via the mobile app. Cons: since it's a mutual fund, you can only buy shares at the end of the day. The fund's high turnover rate attracts more capital gains tax. Now, let's look at some of the main features that make it stand out from the rest. A low expense ratio. The Fidelity 500 Index Fund imposes a 0.015% expense ratio on investors, making it one of the most affordable funds on the market. The expense ratio is a percentage of assets paid to maintain your fund. A higher expense ratio affects your returns. Competitors like Invesco's equally weighted S&P 500 fund charges a 0.52% expense ratio, $0 minimum investment requirement. Besides the low expense ratio, the Fidelity 500 Index Fund has a $0 minimum investment requirement. Consequently, the fund is more accessible to new or cash-strapped investors. In contrast, the Vanguard 500 Index Admiral Fund requires $3,000 to open and maintain your investment account. So, the following are who it's best suited for: new, risk-averse investors, investors who don't have a lot of starting capital. My overall verdict: the Fidelity 500 Index Fund is a hassle-free way to diversify your investments since it tracks the S&P 500. I liked the fund's low expense ratio, $0 minimum investment, consistent performance, and user-friendly mobile app. Despite the trading time restriction and capital gains taxes, this fund is perfect for new and cash-strapped investors. Please note that the rates mentioned are current and may change in the future. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Till next time.